What's up guys, welcome back to the UFC arena. UFC Fight Night Cody Garbrant versus Rob Font is coming up, and I decided to drop a quick prediction video. I'm only going to talk about two fights, the main event, and I'm also going to talk about the opener for the main card, which is Jack Hermansson versus Shahbazyan. So let's start there. So we have Jack Hermansson, who is currently ranked number 7 in the middleweight division, versus Shahbazyan, currently ranked number 10. Now, they're both coming off losses. Shahbazyan had a bad loss to Derek Brunson, and Hermansson had a close decision loss to Marvin Vettori. That was a good fight. I personally don't think that they're doing Shahbazyan any favors at this point, because after losing to Derek Brunson, I don't think Jack Hermansson is a good matchup for him. I personally was very high on Shahbazyan because he was looking excellent coming into the Derek Brunson fight, and I picked him in the Derek Brunson fight. I thought he was going to dominate on the feet. I thought that he was going to knock out Brunson. And boy, was I wrong. Brunson came back with a vengeance. He was able to take down Shahbazyan repeatedly, and he finished him on the ground. And that is where the issue lies. Brunson revealed quite the hole in Shahbazyan's ground game, and that's the last thing you want to have going up against Jack Hermansson. Jack Hermansson is an excellent grappler, probably the best or one of the best grapplers in this division. So you don't want to have a hole in the ground game when you're going to fight him. Shahbazyan is still a very young fighter, so he has a lot of room for improvement. I just don't know how convinced I am that he has improved leaps and bounds between the Brunson fight and the Hermansson fight. Hermansson is not the wrestler that Brunson is, but he has some pretty crafty ways to get the fight to the ground. And if he does get the fight to the ground, I don't think Shahbazyan would be able to hang with him. That fight against Brunson was less than a year ago. Shahbazyan has a clear advantage on the feet, but Hermansson is not the easiest guy to finish, so I don't see this fight being very close. Not saying Shahbazyan can't win, he can land a devastating blow on the feet, but I think Hermansson will be too much for him. Moving on to the main event, Cody Garbrant versus Rob Font. This is a fun fight, and this could very well be fight of the night, the way that these two guys fight sometimes. Cody Garbrant is one of the best fighters in this division when he's on point, when he's not fighting emotionally, when he's taking his time and picking his shots. He's so quick and he's so powerful. He has excellent boxing, excellent head movement, excellent wrestling and anti-wrestling techniques. 100% when he's on, Cody Garbrant is one of the best in this. His performance versus Dominic Cruz is still to this date one of my favorite performances in a championship fight. Across from him we have Rob Font. Rob Font has been on a tear lately. In his last fight he finished Marlon Moraes, which is always impressive, and he looked good in that fight. He's predominantly a boxer, but he's not by any means afraid to mix it up. He will go for takedowns, he will throw knees, he will throw kicks, but boxing is his strong point. Boxing is also Cody's strong point. The only question mark on Cody is his chin. Yes, his chin held up well last fight. He seemed good, he seemed refreshed, but Rob Font is a powerful striker as well, and he could definitely put out Cody if he lands on the button. So this is a dangerous fight for both guys, and I could see it going either way, but I am going to go with Cody Garbrant. I just think that he's too powerful, and I think that his speed would be a problem for Rob Font. Rob Font isn't the fastest guy in this division, and he does get hit. However, he is pretty defensively responsible. He carries his hands high, and he has quite the chin on him. He's never been knocked out in all his fights, so it would be hard to knock him out. But if anyone could knock him out, Cody could knock him out. Cody could knock out anyone in this division, and Rob Font is no different. So my prediction for this video, I'll pick Cody Garbrant, assuming that prime Cody comes. I think the best Cody that I have seen is a world champion, whereas the best Rob Font that I've seen is an excellent fighter, but he hasn't convinced me that he's a world champion yet. So I'll go with Cody Garbrant. I'll say 60% Cody, 40% Rob Font, and I say Cody's going to knock him out in the second round. Anyway guys, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed my content, please remember to like, please remember to subscribe. We are on the way to 200 subscribers, so please help your boy get there. We're gonna talk about the fights when they've been completed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.